Theme song.
Returning once more to the beautiful land of Habsburg. A couple of updates here for you offline there just before we got started. I put a barn here, which I think looks really nice up against the backdrop there. But I also think it helps kind of farm this area. And then I also put in a tool shack here so I could hire one or maybe two. I think just one more for now, farmer. Because I noticed we weren't actually getting wheat all the way out into these corners. It still looks like maybe we aren't. So we could always up it with one more staff member. Same thing over here. I've got, where's the wheat farm? There we go. We're fully staffed there. And it says too small, but I tried removing one of the staff. I don't know why I keep calling them staff. Farmers, I guess. And then they weren't able to farm the whole thing. So go figure, right? Anyway, let's take a look at some of the successes and problems. Success number one, this place. Okay, well, don't look right now, but this place makes some good cash. And I thank you for all your fine and wonderful comments. Yes, it truly is a very cozy place. I mean, this building is very simple, but sometimes the simplicity wins, and it creates, this kind of a shape in here. So I love that. So that's our success. We're making decent money at that, as you can see. One of our problems is actually because of this. We now need a treasury somewhere. So I'm thinking we need to find a spot for the treasury. How much bread do I have? 14, 40, oh boy. Food, okay, we're not bringing these people in because food is not doing well. Another problem, though, so that's one of our big problems, but another problem, and slightly more pressing one, is the following. We are out of stone. If I click on the stone miner here, they have no, wait, there it is. Stonecutter Camp still has all three of its staff, so we could release the staff, I guess, and do other stuff. If I look around here, usually when you click on the stone camp, some stone, there we go. So I could buy all the land all the way over to here and send the stone miners out to get that. Or we could obviously just hope that that has some stone in it. I think that is the nearest mine to us, though, which will probably press into service at some point, but not until we have a bigger sort of build going on here. However, across the way, there's some stone down here, stone here, and hopefully maybe some stone right here. So I think the way we solve that problem is by buying all this land so I can get my way across here, and we need to build a bridge, a wooden bridge, I assume. Because I don't even know if we have the other bridge unlocked. Do we have fortification? Do we have a bridge? I don't think we have a bridge unlocked at all. Okay, well, we have some money, so let's go take a look. Village wooden bridge. There we go. Unlock. And then do we have... Oh, we do also have the village stone bridge. I'm going to pay to unlock that because that would be preferable. City fence, stonemason hut, common wares. Oh, I want to unlock all this stuff. Ooh, maybe some dairy farming. City stone bridge. Oh, village stone. Oh, there's two different kinds. Okay, well, city stone bridge. Oh, okay. Well, I spent all my money doing that. Well, that was stupid. Why did I unlock all that bridge? Oh, you know what the other stupid thing about that is? I don't have the stone. I couldn't build a stone bridge even if I wanted to. What does the village stone bridge look like? Man, that thing is darn cute. And cheaper. Much cheaper. It's actually not that expensive at all. 200 stone is a lot, but it's not that crazy. I wish there were fewer columns. So obviously this is the big one that I would like to build. That looks way better, but I need 700 stone. So the only way to build something like that is if I can find unlimited stone. So that's this thing. In the meantime... Oh, decorations. Yes. Yes. Another boondoggle. In the meantime, we got to do a village bridge, I think. So how much is this thing going to cost me? If I go across here... Oh, 95... That's so cheap. So I need to buy this land to get across there. I want to leave a spot open for the rebuilding of a larger bridge. Let's place that. How am I not allowed to build it? Or how am I allowed to build it? I don't own this land. But that looks so good. It looks so ratty. I love it. King Post Truss. What is that? Oh, cool. Okay. What's this? Covered truss in the center. I don't know what it means by center. Oh, I see. No, you can place it across the way. So we could have a whole covered bridge, which I think we don't need. Covered truss end. Oh, I see. That's the end piece. Wait, what the heck? Why do you turn so? Someone explain that to me. Yeah, that makes more sense. Maybe the end. Oh, it needs to be literally on the end. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about any of this right now. We'll beautify it a little bit. Why not? I'll put a little truss there and a And a king post truss here just to be like, yeah, we're stabilizing it over here. Okay, it's hard to believe how cheap that is. That's only going to cost me 2 tools. We literally have all the resources needed to get this built. So we just need a little bit more money, because I spent it all on bridges we can't afford, to unlock this land, probably this land. Now, if this turns out to be quartz or marble or iron again, which is fine, we may abandon the territory. Then, actually, I may have to... Well, we'll see where the stone is. I may have to buy this territory or something. So we may have to abandon the territory, which means I actually need this bridge. If possible, I need to make this bridge curve and stay within this territory here. Oh, we could also have some fissures down here. That'd be good. Okay, so yeah, we might develop this land a little bit. Our first chunk of money has come in with a rather large marble sale, so let's buy this land here, which is going to set us up to move all of our stuff. Let's do it. No time if not the present, as they sometimes say. Oh, while we're at it, we're going to need another gathering hut too. Let's put it right there. Ooh, I'm out of money. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's hope my economy picks up pace, because we have a lot of work to do today. After much selling of goods and preparing of the land, also ignore all these little notifications, okay? These are growing pains. Ignore all this. We're working on these no workers assigned things. But anyway, we traded some. We have some money. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to purchase this land here, revealing nearby minerals, and this land here so we can actually go and build on it. Villager path. Oh, I know what's happened. I think I have a stone mine here somewhere. Somewhere. Here. Stonecutters Camp, I bet, are the people that are upset. Gulen, Strutter, and Villager. Gulen, Dabby, Strutter. Yeah, okay. So you guys are fired. Because what you're trying to do is go and mine this, but we can't without this bridge. So let's build it. 105, what was it? 105 planks. And 2 tools. It's actually a very affordable bridge, let's be honest. So once that gets built, we can go and prospect this, but we also unlock some stone here, and I think there was some over here as well. But that's only going to be like 800 more stone before we're screwed again. So that's going to be tough. We have to be careful here. If this isn't stone, then logistics are going to be a problem. And then, of course, if it is stone, I want to start mining stone. It's going to be a long walk, yes, but I'm going to rebuild a nice stone bridge that goes straight to it, I think. Then we could either have another bridge here or keep the old wood bridge, because I think it'd be nice to get a bunch of fishing going on, and I don't want to necessarily make them walk too far. Or maybe we could put a stone bridge like here, like split the difference, and then get rid of this ratty old wooden bridge, so, just for the aesthetics. In the meantime, I have some stone left, so what I'd like to do is, I was looking at this. This provides light fortification, which means, personally, I like these buildings. But I think for this thing to really take off, we need a bunch of farmers. We need to start capturing a lot of land and start farming like crazy. I keep just saying farming, because that's what we're going to need. So we need density. I don't know why I said it like that. Density. You are my density. So let's take a look at my plans here. The church is going to go here, more or less. Tavern here. Weirdly, I didn't put residential right here, so that literally leaves a spot for a watchtower. But I want heavy fortification, which I think I can get from a better watchtower. Yeah, city fortification, city watchtower. Unlocked. Now we have a city watchtower. And of course, we also have the walls. But folks, we're going to keep... it looks really good though, doesn't it? We're actually going to keep going with not building the walls just yet, because I have a future plan, and that future plan involves the castle walls. So we do need to get there, and I know we're supposed to be doing the kingdom thing, but I'm like, hey, let me set up my wheat. Let me set up my society first before we get into it. Is there a way that I can put this right here? Check my planning. Okay, so I can move this to there and have it facing there. And let's see, that's going to provide, I believe, heavy fortification to pretty much this whole area here. So let's build that, which only took 20 stone and 10 polished. So we have the stone to get this one done. Probably not the big old church, and probably not the tavern. The way I guess we could do the tavern, because I don't think the tavern has any, I shouldn't have let that person in. I don't think the tavern has any stone pieces. It's all like thatch. There's not like a... Basically, I want a tavern that looks like this. But I think all the pieces are mostly what we're looking at here. So we can't make it look like a downtown tavern, but maybe the shape of it will look and fit nice within all of the density that we're hopefully about to trigger. Now, since all of that talking has been going on, how's my bridge going? It's coming along. Oh, honestly, they delivered most of the resources, and we've got, who's this here? Lefward. Lefward doing the Lord's work. Good Lord, Lefward that is a skilled climber right there. That is a dedicated worker. This is the kind of people we need in Hopsburg. I love it. Thank you, Lefward, for your hard work. Coming across here, forging new paths for our fledgling society. I really like what you've done with the place. It looks a little like, just those nails look a little... Let's say this structure is temporary. Let's just call it temporary. Ugh. But no, sorry. But again, I'm not complaining, Lefward. You do great work. And there it is. That little means we're done. And Lefward... Dellinger finished it. Sorry, Lefward did not get the final glory. But there it is. This is our path to hopefully get better... I don't know, get a better life for these people. Prospect mineral deposit. So so this one's technically closer. You know what? Maybe we're not as screwed as I thought we are. So this one is technically closer, apparently. And honestly, that's not that long of a walk. Because what we could do, right, is we could build the rest of our city here. This is all going to be farmland anyway. We have mines off in the distance being mined. There's 3 there. One of those has to be stone, if not 2. So what that could end up giving us is a large mining, like maybe some buildings here to feed people and house them, and a large mining community here. But the warehouses could be like here. And then those warehouses could be connected to these warehouses, so we could basically daisy chain the resources back to our industrial base. Or, since we haven't built it yet, maybe we set up our industrial base right here across town. And that way these mines are just by themselves as mines. Although we're going to have all our burning and stuff. Yeah, we can move all this stuff. We can figure this out. Guys, we can figure this out together. But regardless, where is my other one? So that's 297. Yeah, so that's all those ones. Yes, and then 312 is this one. I think it looks far. I don't think this will end up being as far, especially if I get a stone bridge out this way. But let's do it. 312. Let's prospect it. Let's hope it has stone, and we can move on with our lives. The watchtower being completed instantly triggers the expansion of our density. Now we have high-density housing coming into this whole area. It is going to change things drastically. And I've said this before, this is kind of why I like going with the not just slapping down squares. Like, again, these squares are nice, and this should have been 2 houses, really. But anyway, these squares are nice, and it creates like your grid options. But what I do like seeing is like the way they build into little triangles and stuff like that. The way that they build using the available space creates some more unique shapes. So I really love how algorithmically that works. Are these going high density? I'm not sure what these are doing. Well, we'll find out. That's the joy of it. But we're about to have a lot more housing space, so we can bring in a lot more people. But we're gonna be careful because right now we can't feed them. So we'll bring them in slowly and carefully, so we can expand our great nation. I think we're going to be going on a territory buying spree, to be honest with you. The bailiff has begun her work. Come on, Tekilde. Think stone thoughts. In fact, here, I'm just to celebrate you, I'm going to rename you to Spike Girl, which is one of the people leaving comments, wonderful comments on these videos. So there you go, Spike Girl. Congratulations, you are now the bailiff in Hopsburg. And thus has Hopsburg now become a city. I mean, look at this thing. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these unique shapes that they're doing. It's just so interesting to look at. I love it. It's even keeping my... why isn't that built? The stern bench is even still... Okay, well, that looks stupid. Okay, so we have some doors here, which look really nice. But these... both these benches are kind of in the way. But check this out. I'm going to go into edit building. I'm going to start moving this thing. The second I touch this thing, boom, that door disappears. So that's kind of a bummer. What I'd love to be able to do is turn off, some sort of button that's like, hey, you leave that exactly where it is. Like, don't change the building and I'll build around it or something. Okay, good. So you just kind of have to guess a little bit here and hope for the best. But I don't want to do that. But honestly, like, look at how interesting this is. how organically everything thinks and reacts. Which is, I don't know, I don't think I've seen that in any other game, like a technology like that in a colony or a simulator, a colony builder like this before. There we go. So let's get that one built. If I click on these, is there something I can do that's like, hey, stop changing, like seal this design? Destroy building, view workplace. No, I wonder if that's something for the future. There, let's do that. Let's build that one. There we are. That's quite nice. It may have changed something there. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention, but that's going to look nice. So there's ways to beautify that, but again, you do have to be careful not to interrupt the shape. Or you can interrupt the shape just as long as you're happy with, you know, what it's going to do to it. Let's bring you into... We can't feed you, but it'll just motivate me to make more food, so I'm going to bring you in. I think I missed it. I was probably just like watching my phone and letting the colony run, but the mineral deposit has been prospected. Let's go over here. Fingers crossed. Oh, no. No, it's quartz. I don't want quartz. All right, I guess we can make glass. So, folks, the new strategy now is to be really careful with our stone, and to work our way out here and prospect all of this, and then shift all of our production and capacity and mining and thoughts over to there. I'm still going to build a stone bridge, but I might just build it right next door so that I can then delete this one once I have stone, because then we can fish on this side. In fact, maybe that's a good idea now though. Fish, because we can upgrade this bridge some other time. So let's go down here. Do we own any? There's some fish over here. Decent fish stock here. Maybe enough for one fishing hut, I guess. Bummer. Let's go out here. It's so far away to get to and from work. That's going to be a bummer. Let's do it. Let's build it and see what happens. Let's get a granary up here. We probably need another bridge then or something, or maybe a bridge here. So I think the next step here, which is going to cost me a lot of money, but will work out in the long run, is what I want to do is start purchasing territory. I'm going to wait. Let's save up like 300-400 doubloons. Purchase this territory. Maybe this territory. Yeah, we just need to purchase this middle chunk here. So, oh no! I got those chunky thumbs. Let's purchase this as well once we get a sec to just provide more fish availability to my people. And then, since we've purchased this is our market. We're probably going to have another city market like over here once we unlock it. So let's start thinking about our granary, how it's going to sustain all of this farmland over here. So we probably want to put it somewhere. It's not going to cause a negative problem. So we probably want to put it... Oh, what's happening? I don't know what that's about. We're going to put it here. Hopefully a path starts to carve its way through there or something. I'm not sure where the path is going to be, but let's just put it right here next to these houses so that we're not wasting space and so it kind of looks nice. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and right away, I'm just going to go another granary depot as well. I'm just assuming that's going to happen. What does it look like if I connect the two? Like so. What does that building look like? So hard to look at it. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll just do a connected building like so. Oh, I can't afford to build it. Okay, so our economy is crashing. That's my fault. Obviously, I'll take the blame. One thing that I hadn't anticipated with this move here is that it actually soaked up basically all of the planks supply in my economy to build all of these. Oh man, I really like this little peaked roof stretch here. That's nice. So it has put a bit of a damper on my income because, don't look at this number, because I was trading, I think, a lot of planks. So it's just the common clothes, fish and marble that I'm left to trade. So what I may need to do is look at levying my people so that I can keep this gravy train going. Let's hire some unemployed villagers. Let's go 1, 2 here. Let's preemptively set this up for wheat, flour, and then, of course, bread. We also want to have it holding on to probably boar and meat. Definitely berries, cheese. What else do we want? Fish. So we might want boar as well here. We're going to want beer eventually. Wine, like all of these things. Berry brew as well. But let's just put it on boar, these are kind of our main sort of incomes right now. I think we have the builders free. We have some time to kill right now. Let's start our clear cutting here. The more I look at it, the more I'm convinced we have to move our industry over here. So like this could be our forest area where we're doing our sustainable loggage and our coal and everything. We can even try to make that look a little more visual, like coal plants, coal burners up here on the ridge or something. Make it look a little dirty, a little bit, you know, we're working hard here. We could also stuff like a watchtower in right here, like a little lighthouse. That could look kind of cool. Then our actual wall could kind of pinch in a little closer and come straight down here, keeping everything a little more contained. Or maybe it rounds out. Yeah, I think we want it to round out, don't we? Man, we're going to buy a lot of land before we can do this. So if we want it to round out, that keeps those trees. And yeah, justifies the need to have a market. So we have this one here. We probably need another market like here or something. If this all becomes housing, that could work. But yeah, the organic shape of this thing leads a lot to be desired. This could also be a good spot for a castle right there on the hill. But I think our main keep should probably be on this little moat. Although how defensible is this moat really? I mean, look, that's not a very impassable stretch of water. So maybe that's just a big gatehouse. I just don't know yet. The plan for this beautiful city has yet to reveal itself to me, but I'm sure it will. We have 178 doubloons. This is my chance. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go, where is it? Where's the levy? Discuss a levy with your villagers. Oh, they're going to be upset, but we're going to get 270 coins. We run it. We wait for that money to come in. Bang! And then we buy this land. We've got this. We don't need that. We don't need this yet. We may want to buy this as well. Ugh, crud. Okay, we buy this land as well. Then we go into our resource removal. You know what the thing is? We can't really do too much resource removal because it's just eating up construction people. But maybe we could put up another construction, or is it called builder's office? Yeah, let's put up another builder's workshop. I said office, but you know what I mean. Let's just slap it. Just slap it in here. Let's just slap it right here. Build that because it builds right away, and hire 3 more people or 2 more to start taking apart the trees in this area. Start clear cutting. We've bought a lot of land. Can we? Oh, we could. Oh, I just did it. Oh, what a waste of money. Probably. We still have 100 doubloons. Okay, let's go and prospect one of these, and just see just how screwed we are. What if these are all quartz? Oh, we're pooched. Okay, let's prospect that. We spent a lot of that money we just earned. They're going to be upset with us for a bit, but now we're going to really start getting into some growing land here and planning our future expansion, which I think, yeah, perfect. I think we can start planning out at least the walls and stuff right now. That's perfect. Okay, so we have some of the wall drawn out. So here we just need to assign a gatehouse. Gate. House. And then we'll probably have another one over here for which we will obstruct access. So you kind of have to go over this bridge to get into the main town. So I imagine we would do something like around here for a gate entrance. That's good drawing. And then, paint this all up with a nice little castle as well. I think that's going to look awesome. And all of this is going to be all farmland and pastoral and maybe some small villages. The only parts of the land we haven't bought is this. That's fine. I think we have our granary up and running. We have our gatehouse right here, so they're going to come in and drop things off at the granary. Now, the real question is, do I need or want a market hall? I think I have to put the market hall here. So, unfortunately, this cool Stonehenge thing might have to go away. But that's not for episodes from now, so we can talk about, how we want to do that. The other thing, too, is you might want a market hall, like, right here. Because all of this is going to be some pretty dense housing, I think. And then that shifts things for our industry to be kind of over here behind the church. Or do we do it down here, maybe? Yeah, I think we have to do it down here around this gatehouse. So some of these houses are going to probably want to leave at some point. And I might even just, let's do something like this. Call this industry here, just so I don't forget. Now, what this teaches me is that we can actually focus our resource removal. Maybe we'll worry about this later. We can focus all that until later, because what I want to do is farm all of this. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry to the beautiful trees. And so it came to pass, the great deforestation. And here's what we have left. It's looking pretty good. I think these are going to make for some nice rolling hills as well. We'll probably continue to expand our industry of farming, but this should be enough to get one more farm stood up, maybe two, but also maybe some dairy. Ooh, minus 60. Oh my goodness. What's happening? You have to levy these people again. Mining taxes, might want to do that, to be honest. Tavern, kitchen, city market. What did we want to unlock? Dairy farming, 250 doubloons. So we're a little ways away from that. What has been killing our economy, really? 115 last month. So our trade went... Oh, it's territory, obviously. Territorial upkeep. And acquisition was off by another 100 doubloons there. Oh, there we go. That kind of dug us out of the hole. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, we've spent a lot of money recently on acquiring land, so we'd better make it worthwhile. So let's build something here so that we can bring some wheat in. To that end, where would you put a windmill? This is all going to be industry and high walls. You kind of want the windmill to be out here. Let's go W-I-N-O windmill. It's probably going to be a major path. Here, let's bring up my planning just so I kind of base things off of that. I'm going to build as though there's going to be a central path down here off of this, but I don't anticipate, like, you know, it maybe staying like that. You almost want the windmill up here, but that doesn't kind of make sense. It's too far away because then they have to ship all that grain in here. So, unfortunately, the windmill's going to have to be here. I think that's a fine spot for it. Let's rotate it a little bit. And then as long as we clear all these trees out, like we make this windswept enough, that windmill will make sense there. Then next to it or behind it, wait, let's move this. No, let's keep that there. So that's that. And then we're going to have a wheat farm here. And the wheat farm maybe is like off the beaten path. It's like inside a little bit here. And then we're going to go with a fence. I like saying it like a chef sometimes, like, you know, go in with it, you know, okay, go into the pan with shallots, in with the shallots. So we're going to go in with the wooden fence. And then have this open interiorly, like so. So what I kind of want to do is, yeah, gatehouse, I want this path to go right along here. That's the dream. That's the vision for it, and we'll see if we can, like, force it that way. Okay, make sure that's interior facing. Yes, very good. Click here. Make sure these are straight angle ones. Very good. So this will be sort of our interior farm works, and that's going to lead to our first field, which will be sort of like inside the farm, I guess. That'll be cool. That'll look good. I mean, maybe. We'll find out. And then back to about over here, about there, and there. Okay, now we have to be careful. I got to remember to ignore the path that's already there. That's not our plan. So we're going to have an entrance out that way, and that's going to lead to our first field, which will be all of this. That tree stand is going to stay there because obviously it's already there. This wall, we're not sure what we're going to do with this wall, but I'm wondering if maybe we put a dairy pasture in and around all this or something. So basically this is going to be farmed on this side, and then we'll do another one along here. Oh, do I need to buy this as well? Oh, I can't really afford that, can I? But I can afford the wheat farm. So we're going to build the wheat farm. Going to build this, and we don't have enough gold. Almost enough gold for the windmill as well. The wheat farm, I actually didn't even look. Does the wheat farm have... Yeah, I've unlocked these, so let's get a tooling shack around here. Because we're going to want a tooling shack. We're going to want a lot of other, farmers coming in here. Let's pull this a little closer now that we know what we want to do here. Or maybe something like that. There. That'll get us another tooling shack in right here. Because I don't think the tooling shack needs much in the way of access. Like, yes, access every so often, but they're not getting in and out all the time. And then this is going to look rather good right here. A little extra storage on the inside there. There we go. Those are our applied changes there. There's our wheat farm, which is going to hold the maximum number of people. And then we will use scarecrows to move ourselves a barn out this way when we can. And just kind of see, yeah, like what is the maximum of farmland we could do. Now, this tree stands alone. I'm going to keep that tree. What I might want to do is create a little chunk of trees here. I know I just chopped them down. Don't get mad at me. I can hear your voices. Let's go in to our forester camp and paint a reforestry area. I know. Like something like this or something. Kind of in line with the farms, because we'll make some farms kind of go around it or something. There's a lot to think about as far as our design here. I wanted this to all be houses, I thought, but maybe there's industry right here. Storage right here, or just storage right here, right? That's still so far to go to get charcoal and bring it all the way back. Unless we do daisy chaining, so we have a charcoal warehouse like right here. And their job is to bring charcoal from across the way. We might have to do something like that, folks. We might have to do something like that, indeed. In the meantime, I have purchased this land, so I can start moving over my lumber industry. But what I really want to do is make sure wheat is coming in, and then move all this storage over there, which I'm not sure if you lose all this. I'm trying to remember. I think you do. I can't remember. I think you lose a bunch of it. So that might be what we do at the end of the episode in case we have to rebuild afterwards offline. Okay, so now this is built up. Pretty much done here. I'm going to paint a crop field. Stephen Thetford, we love you. Always yells at me when I build my... so just for him, he yells at me when I build my fences first and paint my crop field later. So just for him, we're going to do this. The following. We're going to go like this. Okay. Now it says no workers assigned. Can we bring in some immigrants yet? So we have 3 here, so we can assign 3 to this. Now it's going to say it's too small, but we actually want to max it out. So even if it says this is an adequate size or too big even, we're going to want to continue to enlarge the farm. Excuse me. Oh, it's done now. Okay, it's built. Okay, we love that for us. So we're really going to start bringing in some wheat now. Okay. Still thinks it's too small. There we are. I tweaked my angle. I like the square brush. The addition of the square brush has been a lot of fun. Let's just trim off the tip there. You heard me. So, what if we go over a bit? So there's a bit of a road in between us. Okay, now I don't know if you want to watch this part, so I'm just going to fence this thing off real quick here. Because I like these farm fields, so let's make sure these get fully staffed up, and then if we like these, we want to see more, we can do so later. But for right now, this is our first wheat farm. Maybe we get another one going, but definitely want to leave some room for pastures and stuff. We're going to need that. There's something just so satisfying about putting down that fence outline and then eventually seeing it kind of cover the area. Let's actually go ahead here and bring this out a little bit. I'm pretty sure we can farm all this. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a little bit an annoying line there. That looks a little better. I just kind of want this land to be a little more farmed if we're going to farm it. I don't want that to be an edge there that doesn't get any wheat ever. Okay, fence. Let's get this one fenced up real quick here. Yeah, I definitely need more people to farm this thing. And the one thing you can do, right? Let's say you build a giant fence like this, and it's just not getting farmed. You can actually, inside the shape that you've created, you could remove some of the farm and then repaint it from remove some of the field rather, and then repaint it over and fill in the rest of the fenced area, so it looks like one contiguous farm, but it's actually being operated by several farms at once. So then Yes, if you are building this, you want to see what they can adequately farm first, but really, you can kind of cheat it a little bit because the fenced lines, the farms we're creating, it's not like other games where it's like, oh, this is one unit that you now assign to a farmhouse. It's a little more organic than that. Let's bring that in a little bit. So yeah, if they can't farm this, then I'll just like cut it in half and donate this part to another farm. Maybe even put another gate in there or something. Northbury bought 3. Okay, yeah, so they're still buying, but they're not buying much. Our plank economy has tanked, but we're definitely getting some wheat in now. We need some more immigration, and we need some more coins so we can start milling this, but like, you know, we're starting here. We've got ourselves a stew cooking here. Let us not forget the fact that we're also going to need a bakery in here. The granary is here. The bakery should go right here. Kind of wanted to put it right. You know what? The church is going to go here, so we don't even know what this space needs yet. This makes more sense as far as efficiency and looks good with the surrounding houses, so let's put the bakery right here on a bit of a rakish angle. And honestly, so I need 100 doubloons to get my wheat progress going. So I might have to just do another levy because until we can... Basically, here's the strategy, right? I have all these houses with tons of room, but I can't risk bringing in tons of people until I can feed them all. Once I see a lot of bread here, and that's helping me with my refined services, because as you can see, we got some people here, Elisana, who needs refined food bad. Once I can satisfy that reliably, then I just want to fill each one of these houses with, you guessed it, taxpayers. Now that being said, now that we have some stone coming in as well, I do think it's probably time to look at putting a big old church right here so that people can satisfy their service needs as we start to pack more people in here. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's 50, so let's get this one built right away. Very good. What do we have here? Let's bring in some more of those people and get another one on the farm. Still says it's too large. Honestly, the other, like, this isn't working out quite how I wanted it to, I don't think. Because it's also, there's a redness to it. So I like this idea, but what I might do is just a little resource removal. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what we should do? We could build another farm over here. We should give them a farm and a granary out here. And that way, we're storing wheat right here at the source. We could have like 2 or 3 wheat storages and 1 boar storage. Then our hunters are off in the distance hunting. Wheat is gathered there, then milled, and then only flour is brought here. I think that would be a bit more efficient. So the only thing getting brought into the city is going to be just big old bags of flour. Yes, come on in. While we're waiting for our economy to stop imploding, we'll just go over here into the edit function. Oh, I want you to bring all of the buildings with you. Oh, well. And let's just move our lumber camp over here. When you do moves like this, you move all your industry, it's very hard to find where you move stuff to until it's built. Because I'm just like, really want this coziness, I'm like, there it is. There's my forester hut. So, because what I want to do is find this and remove this reforestation area. Because I would actually like them to... There we go. I would actually like them to deforest this whole area. So we're going to open this up to heavy logging now. And actually the new stuff is not going to be open to heavy logging just yet. In fact, we might even go like along here. So we're going to log all of this, but actually benefit from it this time. There we go. And it looks like not a moment too soon because I have people saying housing is insufficient. And it's like, well, we have a lot of housing right here. However, lots of empty space. However, the people that are asking for housing that are saying it's inefficient are the ones that live across the bridge. So we need to get some housing in here stat. So I think what we could do here is paint a swath along this path here and see if that's good enough for them to build. Again, I might want to put a market here. Or like here, maybe. So what if I did this with hunting? Make it a square. There we are, like right here. Bang. Residential. Circular, because again, I like it being organic. We've talked about this. Keep it away from the square. And then maybe we move that square back a little bit. Off this path. So the path, the path should still be the path. So maybe that makes sense as our market. Maybe, with housing all around it. Storage here. some lumber milling going on around here, and then our industry down here. I think that's the future. Okay, well, we better write that down here so we don't forget. Market. There. Based on the trajectory of this windmill, I'm thinking we put the granary, like, right maybe here, right? And then we have maybe another little farming complex right here, because, I don't know, I don't think that'll block the wind. If we put, like, a little barn there, we could even fence this off, have this granary just carry all of that, the meat and wheat, like I said. Then shove another, well, maybe we turn it then. We turn it this way. There, that might look good. Looks like a big old barn. We're loving it. And then we put like a wheat farm maybe here, I think. Another wheat farm would be good. I do need a dairy farm because I want to break up some of this fence, this farm line here. Oh, as you can see, we finally got rid of some of the trees, so that's good. Let's paint this a little bit more. Oh, great. It is already painted. Yeah, so they'll fill that in when they can. Okay, looking good. What does this say? Or say storage is full. So we definitely need some more storage capacity, which I believe these do. Decorative. Nope, never mind. So the wheat barn is the only thing that gives me 50 plus output of storage here. Looks like I can get one over here by the entrance, so I'm going to do that. Give me another 50 stored right here in this barn. There we are. Apply those changes. That'll dig into the farming land, but it looks like we have a little bit of give right over there. Okay, so we have our granary planned, and then yet maybe another wheat farm later on. So let's go ahead and grab our fence tool and fence this. How much stone do we have? We have a bit of stone. Let's use, should we do a fence? I'm talking to you like I can hear you. Should we do a little stone fence right here? It just looks a little more maintained. It looks a little more important. So let's go stone fence right across here. To like this. Then we're going to go and we're just going to trail it off. Hang on. Let's move this back a little bit. See how that... Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So you see this come across from here to like there. Maybe it kind of comes in a little bit. It's not exactly a perfectly straight line. And then it trails off as well right here. Oh, that's going to look so good. Now, the real trick is once that's built, we also throw in a little tiny no-go zone. Oh, whoops. Oh, we're idiots. How could you guys have made me do that? You know what I mean? This is your fault somehow. There we are. Apply those changes. Whoops. Oh, no. Hey, it's growing pains. How many times can I get away with saying that? And we'll plant another wheat farm right here. Get a little scarecrow in right here just so we can pull our tooling shack back a little bit. That'll look a little nicer right there. Maybe on a bit of an angle. Now, are we blocking our windmill? I don't think so, but one thing I'm noticing is we did have a path down here, so we might want to actually consider village fence, editing this, and pulling it back just a little bit more. Then grabbing this guy and making sure that's there. Applying those change. Okay, well, we'll see what happens once that's done building. Then we're going to grab this fence tool. That's not the button. Fence tool, and bring out that stone a little bit this way. Just like so. There we are. Just a little detail work there. Why not? And then the same thing trails off on both ends. It's almost like they started building a fence. They ran out of materials, right? A little bit of storytelling with that stone there. I'm going to make sure to give this fisherman a little more like housing options over here. We'll see if he bites on that. It's just like, I just don't want him to live across the bridge because then I have to start thinking about feeding the people over there. They might need a market. And then it's like, well, I want people living inside. Okay, let's see if he wants the safety and comfort of the castle walls. I mean, that's technically not that far, right, Fisher boy? Oh, there we go. He's building a house. Perfect. I solved it. Now that the granary is built, we can staff it up here and assign them to hold on to the nearby wheat in this area, because a number of times we've actually had this farm end up too full to continue harvesting, which is a great sign. So that leaves us a lot of wheat for these guys to then process. Having it right next door, I think, is going to be very efficient. Now, looking back on everything we've accomplished in this episode, we have made some drastic leaps forward. And I think in the next episode, things are only going to speed up because we now have quite a lot of wheat, which means I think we can get on top of our refined food needs. The only one missing right now is service. So let's get the beginnings of what will be our rather nice church going here and call it a day. So for the church here, we've unlocked some stone stuff. So I think that's going to look good, but maybe we'll have to build it slowly or carefully because right now that's our only stone. Oh, wait. We got to check. We have to check our... we did a thing over here. What do we have? Yes! A stone deposit! Okay, we did it. Thank you very much, Spike, for finding a stone deposit right there. It's far, but it's not too far. That is something that we can survive with. I think what we need to do is... build another couple of fields around here, and then maybe starting right here is get some houses going with maybe some berries. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 marketplaces, but essentially just a small village here because that's going to be what? There's 4 people there, 8, 12 people just to run these 3 mines here. So we might need, a fair little village outside in the outskirts, but I think that will help us bring those resources in. To the major city. But anyway, let's wrap things up here with a church. So I think if we kind of follow this vibe, let's set it far back so we can have a little bit of an entrance, and then kind of curve it there like this. And just looking up like other medieval churches, it's like they're kind of long, so we'll go long with it. And they always have that like cross shape to them, right? Okay, what about this? What if we go a little taller? There we go, taller. Oh, what about that? That's kind of fun. Okay, I like that. And then we'll toss a tower back here. Of course, you got to have your bell tower, which also I think provides some... yeah, that's good, because imagine there's going to be some height around here as well, so that's good. I think it provides some... doesn't it provide some... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it provides a little bit of protection there, so that feels good. Now there's usually like the cross section, the little jutting out section. I'm going to go ahead and remove so I can like read what I'm looking at here. I guess we could just turn it off. There. Turn it off. Thank you. Okay. Then we have the... okay, what do we do here? Like a cross, right? It has to look like a bit like a cross. Also, what's going on here? Line these up a little bit, guys. Come on. What are we doing here? And then now go back like one... Oh, I see why. Okay, yeah. That's fine. We'll go back in just like a little bit there. Block off one of the windows. Perfect. Okay. Let's have another... What are our options? Yeah, this smaller one here. And we'll just shove it in there and bring it up 1. That looks cool. All right. Is there a copy button? No. Because I was like already forgetting which one I used. This one. Must be. We kind of come in a little bit, similar to this, and then up. Did we go 1 or 2? I can't remember. Wait, are these not the same size? They are the same size. It just came out a bit more. Okay, down like that. Okay, that's kind of funky. It gives it the cross shape, but a lot of girth at the back, which I don't mind. I don't mind a little extra. All right, that's enough out of you guys. And then maybe a little connave of some form. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, hit escape so we can take that away. Okay, that's pretty good. It is blocking those windows, though, but I really like that look so far. Can we unhit snapping here? What if we just pull it back a little bit? Just a little bit to bring that window out. And then go right before that window. So yeah, hide that window. There we are. Same thing over here. Pull it this way and out just a bit until we see the window. Hide the window. Get rid of that window. Okay, how's that looking? I mean, that looks pretty good. Now, one thing we did in the streams was we built buttresses out of some archways, but I actually haven't unlocked the archways yet. So I'm going to have to wait for that, I think. But obviously, we're going to... Oh, turn snapping back on. Got to get some crosses up here. Got to get some crosses. Maybe one right up on the top. Can I turn that one? Oops. Does it snap? Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's looking pretty good. Okay, then maybe let's grab... Oh, yeah, I don't have the nice fence unlocked either. Okay, well, I'm going to upgrade this fence maybe later on. But for the time being... Oh, wait, we need an entrance on this thing. For the time being, let's make sure that we can enter the darn place. Stone gate. Love that. How much stone am I spending so far? 168. This is going to be an expensive venture here. Can I make that a little bigger? No. We'll call that an interesting window, I guess. So there's our entrance. There's our church. But can we... Yeah, there we go. Angle it just a bit so it kind of comes right off of that gate. Like so. Then, a gate entrance here, which we may want to... Yeah, we may want to make that a nicer gate eventually. Let's have a little bigger of an entrance road there. So probably right about there, which means let's move this back even more. There. Grab the stone fence. I'm pretty sure I can just upgrade it, you know, later. One thinks. I think we're going to go with a straight... Yeah, that looks better. So maybe, yeah, we kind of want a path on the back there. And then something back here. Similar to this. Crossing it. It's giving off a little bit of a coffin vibe. But let's see how that looks from afar. Yeah, it's so coffin-y. It's so there's a darkness to it. There's a there's a vampiric quality to it that I don't necessarily love. Yeah, let's just straighten it off on a bit of an angle there. Bring this one over a little bit. Here we go. I mean, it might need to... Okay, here. No, you come here. No complaints. There we are. I like to talk to my builds like they're toddlers. It helps me focus. Now, we could have an exit. Okay, here, let's grab this guy and, like, move it over a little bit. Okay. Recenter this a little bit here. Whoa. Oh, I like that I can move both at the same time. That's fantastic. I didn't know you could do that. There, how's that looking? That's a little better. Obviously, we'll have some various things around back here. Ooh, what about... Okay, hang on. Yes. Little water basin here. Shift click there. Do we not have the same build? Oh, yeah, we do, right here. Okay. And then, hang on, you're going to love this part, I think. Okay, 2 little water basins. So that can be where you, like, I want to say, like, throw your tithes or something? Is that a thing? Do you throw tithes in a well, or is that just, like, wishing money? Okay, here we go. There we go. I gotta move this well a little bit here, I think. Yeah, turn it. There we are. Ah, trees. Okay, so that's feeling good. That's feeling somewhat, you know, symmetrical. Let's go for a stone grave, like a little graveyard back here, probably. I wonder if the tall grass... It looks like the graveyard has been, like, overgrown, unfortunately. Let's get a stone cross in here. Another gravestone here. And maybe another one there. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Now, let's not go nuts, right? Obviously, you want them to be able to build the darn thing and not, like, tank our economy for the next, like, couple of years. That's feeling pretty good here, though. Let's get a couple of benches. The benches will create a walking place. So I think once these are built, like, let's get this built. Once this is built, we can add more of the... Yeah, here, I'm going to take these away. Once it's built... we can build a few more of those things, and then what that creates is a bit of activity inside because they head to the benches, so they'll carve up some of this grass a little bit. Do we think that tower's a little tall? Let's go a little shorter on it. Even shorter still. There we are. That looks a little better. That looks a little more believable. I don't want to go that much shorter. Yeah, we'll just leave it there then. So that's feeling pretty good. Maybe a couple of cypresses along here or something. I don't know if I want to do cypri along here. Maybe like here and here, though. Let's just start there, right? We got to start somewhere. We're already spending 180 doubloons building this thing. So I think we're going to get this built, to hopefully help kind of spur the happiness that these people have as they're getting more bread and they're getting more services met. They'll also be able to get into here and go to church and kind of get that fed. And I think that's going to fit really nicely in the center of town here. We'll expand our housing out this way and around the church, of course. Right here might be a good spot for another like sort of triangular building. Maybe a treasury or something we'll do in the next episode. Keep bringing people in. Yes, we want a lot of villagers now because they are our income. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you found it to be some truly solid content. We've got our farms going well off in the corner here, bringing in and storing quite a lot of wheat. That's good. So this windmill maybe needs more staff. There we go. Let's get some more flour going. I think that flour is... I think the bakers can keep up so far. Here's another baker just in case. So, yeah, we are going to feed these masses. We've got all of that sort of balanced out. We just need to balance our economy out now. Probably get another tavern. And Habsburg is now truly a city among cities. Looking pretty good here. I hope to see you all in the next episode of Foundation. Oh yeah, that looks good.